I'm a Spartan warrior about to head into battle, what god may I pray to? Yes. Ares, right? You guys remember talking about the god of war, Ares. So it's going to be Ares. Very good. Now let me ask a follow-up question on that. What about if I'm a warrior, Athenian warrior, and I am about to make a voyage over the sea? Which god might I pray to then? Yes?
Poseidon.
Poseidon, right? The god of the sea. You're very good. Yes. Let me ask one more. What if I'm super healthy? I'm a super healthy individual, and I disobey the god Apollo. What might happen to me? What might happen to me? Yeah.
You might get sick.
You might get sick, right? And you might die, right? But you will definitely get sick if you disobey the god Apollo because he's the god of health, right? Very, very good. All right. That's a little bit of a review. Now let's talk about question 2, which is going to introduce to us the topic for today. So, let me read this one and then I'll call on you. If you were a military general in ancient Greece and you had an incoming threat, would you focus on your army or your navy to help defend you? Why don't you go first?
If I was a military general in ancient Greece and had an oncoming threat, I would focus on my military because if I'm in Sparta, there really is no water close to us, so it would be pretty ineffective to use the navy. If I was in Athens at the time of the incoming threat, I would still focus on my military because even though there is water near us, I highly doubt that the attacking force would come from some other country because they might not know we exist. And if the threat wasn't from inland, I would focus on my own military.
So let me tell you what, you have a fantastic answer. Not only are you going to focus on the army, right, because if you're in Sparta, you're going to be in land. There's not going to be a lot of sea around you. But you're also going to focus on your navy too because there's a lot of water that covers ancient Greece. Right? Yes, how about you?
If I was a military general in ancient Greece and I had an incoming threat, I would focus on my navy to defend first. The reason why I would focus on my navy is because the threat would or could have cannons with the ships and other stuff.
Right, so you might focus on your navy first because you want to help defend your country even before that enemy gets there. Okay, very good. Yeah.
If I were a military general, I would focus on my navy because sailing is faster than walking, so it would be a bigger threat.
Okay, sailing is definitely faster than walking, right? So you want to stop that threat again before it even gets there. Let me ask you guys a little geography question. We have ancient Greece, right? There's 3 seas that surround ancient Greece. Someone name me one. Yeah.
The Mediterranean.
The Mediterranean. What other one do we have? The Ionian. What was the last one? Yes. The Aegean Sea, right? We have those 3 seas surrounding Greece. So having a navy, having a strong navy might be in your best interest, right? Because if an invader comes, they're going to have to obviously cross that sea to get to ancient Greece. Very, very good. Talking about invaders, let's get into our topic for today, the Persian War. Now, for today, do I have any students that want to help me pass out some papers? Caleb, I saw your hand first, and then yes, you too. And then everyone else who raised their hand, you can get the opportunity next time. All right, talking about today. I know. You guys love my PowerPoints and guided notes, right?
Yeah.
No? What do you mean no? So, I know you guys got a little sick and tired of my PowerPoints and notes, so I wanted to do something a little bit different today for the Persian War. Instead of doing PowerPoint and notes today, we are going to do a guided packet. Okay? How this is going to work. In the packet in front of you. Oh, before I even start, please put your name, date, and period at the top. All right? How this packet is going to work is we're going to read the paragraphs together as a class. Okay? After each paragraph, there's going to be some follow-up questions. So I highly suggest you pay attention to what we're reading because then you're going to be able to answer those questions, right? And we're going to go over those questions together as a class as well. Now, another suggestion I would have is taking out a highlighter. Do you guys have a highlighter with you? If not, borrow one from your neighbor. All right, I'm going to be underlining certain words, certain aspects of each paragraph that are highly important. Okay, I would suggest whatever I underline that you highlight. Okay, just so you can use it when you study for your upcoming quiz. Alright, so let's go over this packet together. Let's talk about the Persian War, and once we get through it, we're going to go to our next activity, which is going to be a scavenger hunt. Oh, scavenger hunt, I know, it sounds fun. So, for our first activity today, the Persian War. Do I have a brave, bold soul that would like to read for me? Yeah, why don't you go first?
Persian wars were a defining moment in Greek history. The Athenians, who would have dominated Greece culturally
And politically.
through the 5th century BCE, regarded the wars against Persia as the greatest and most defining moment.
So, boys and girls, I don't want to overemphasize this, but I'm about to, okay? The Persian War that we're about to talk about, if it had turned out differently than the way that it did, we would not be talking about ancient Greece right now in this 7th grade class. We would be talking about the Persian Empire. That is how important these battles and this Persian War in general was to history, okay? So they use these words, defining moment. Does anyone want to try to explain to me, what do they mean by defining moment? What do they mean by defining moment? Anyone want to take a guess? Yeah.
A moment that stood out in history.
It stood out in history, yeah. Yeah, anyone else? Caleb, maybe? Yeah.
It defined the whole war.
It kind of defined the whole war. The word I'm going to put, and so I would highly suggest too if I write something up there, that you write it down. The words I'm going to put is turning point. Turning point. This war is going to be a turning point for these ancient Greeks. Okay? Again, if it doesn't work out the way that it does, we would not be talking about ancient Greece today. Who wants to read that next paragraph for me? Yeah, go for it.
The Persian War began when Athens agreed to come to the aid of the Greek-speaking states on the coast of Asia Minor, modern Turkey. These city-states were in rebellion against the Persian Empire.
Yeah, keep going. You can read the whole thing. Yep.
Their participation in the insurrection during turned an attack to Athens. Then in 1490 BCE, Darius the Great launched an attack against the Greek mainland. The Athens forces were under command of
That's going to be Miltiades.
as generals who had provided military experience against the Persians. At the Battle of Marathon, he urged the Athenians to attack immediately without warning or reinforcements. Even though their army was only a fraction of the size of the Persians, the Greek Battle of Marathon is perhaps the single most greatest battle in Greek history. Had Athens lost, Greece would have eventually come under control of the Persians, and all of the essential culture and accomplishment of the Greeks may have been lost in
Posterity. Very, very good. So, where do we set the stage? Where do we start? Well, let's start in Asia Minor. Okay. Before we talk about that, let's talk about this. We have ancient Greece here, and we talked about those 3 seas. Does anyone want to take a guess and tell me, where do you guys think Asia Minor is located in regards to Greece? Is it going to be west, south, or east? Anyone want to take a guess? Anyone want to take a guess? Yeah. East, right? So if you think about a map, right, you have the European continent. We're talking about invaders from the east, modern day Turkey, but what we call Asia Minor back then, right? So these Persians are going to invade Asia Minor. Okay, these ancient Greeks have city-states that are developed in Asia Minor, and then these Persians decide to attack. Who is the leader of these Persians at this time? Who is the leader? Yes?
Darius the Great.
Darius the Great. Everyone say Darius the Great.
Darius the Great.
Darius the Great. He is going to be the first main enemy that we talk about. Okay, Darius the Great is going to launch an attack and start